What if I told you two farmers could work the same land, use the same equipment, and still end up with completely different profits? One makes steady, predictable income with almost no stress. The other takes on more risk but has the potential to make twice as much money. The difference? Custom farming versus renting land. If you've ever wondered which one actually makes more money or which one is smarter for your situation, this video is going to break it all down with real numbers, real scenarios, and lessons you can actually use. But first, hello. My name is Acre Ledger, a YouTube channel dedicated to educating and inspiring the next generation of farmers or anyone looking to get into farming, no matter how large or small. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay connected in the worlds of farming and finance. Let's get into it. Section 1. Understanding the two models. First, let's simplify this as much as possible. Custom farming means you're getting paid to do the work, planting, spraying, harvesting for someone else. You don't own the crop, you don't take on market risk, you just provide the service. Renting land, on the other hand, means you pay to use someone else's ground, and you take on all the risk and reward of the crop. So right away, here's the core difference. Custom farming equals guaranteed income, lower risk. Renting land equals variable income, higher potential upside. Before chasing profit, understand what kind of risk you're willing to carry. Section 2. Custom farming numbers. Let's break down what custom farming actually pays. Typical rates might look like this. Planting, $30 per acre. Spraying, $10 to $15 per acre. Harvesting, $40 per acre. Total per acre, around $80 to $85. Now let's say you custom farm 1,000 acres in a season. Your gross revenue will be $80 to $85,000. Sounds great, but now we subtract expenses. Fuel, $12,000. Equipment wear and maintenance, $15,000. Labor, if hired, $10,000. Total expenses, around $37,000. That leaves you with $43,000 to $48,000 net profit. And here's the key, you get paid whether the crop is good or bad. Rain, drought, market crashes, it doesn't matter. You did the work, you get paid. Custom farming trades, upside for consistency, is about predictable income, not jackpots. Section 3. Renting land. Now let's look at renting land. Let's say you rent 1,000 acres at $250 per acre cash rent. That's a $250,000 per year in rent alone. Now let's estimate your crop income. Let's assume a corn yield of 180 bushels per acre, a corn price of $5 per bushel. This created a revenue per acre of $900, which make the total revenue $900,000. Now subtract expenses, rent, $250,000. Seed, 120 per acre equals $120,000. Fertilizer, 150 per acre equals $150,000. Chemicals, 60 per acre equals $60,000. Fuel and equipment, 70 per acre equals $70,000. Total cost, $650,000. Now let's calculate profit. $900,000 minus $650,000 equals $250,000 profit. That's over 5 times more than custom farming. But here's the catch. That number can swing wildly. Let's say prices drop to $4 corn and yields fall to 150 bushels. New revenue per acre, $600. Total revenue, $600,000. Now your profit becomes $600,000 minus $650,000 equals a $50,000 loss. Same land, same farmer, completely different outcome. The simple truth is, renting land amplifies everything, both wins and losses. Section 4. Risk versus stability. So which one is better? It depends on what you value more. Custom farming gives you predictable income, lower financial stress, less exposure to market swings. Renting land gives you higher income potential, full control of production, long-term growth opportunities, but also bigger financial risk, more capital required, more pressure year to year. Stability builds survival, risk builds growth. Section 5, the hidden advantages. Here's something most people don't think about. Custom farming can actually lead to renting opportunities. If you do a great job for a landowner, they might eventually say, "Hey, do you want to rent this ground?" So custom work becomes a way to build relationships, a way to prove your ability, a pipeline to future expansion. Meanwhile, renting land helps scale your operation, justify bigger equipment, increase long-term profitability. Lesson: sometimes the smaller opportunity is the doorway to the bigger one. Section 6, the hybrid approach. The smartest farmers don't choose one, they combine both. Example, 500 acres rented, 500 acres custom farmed. This gives you stable income from custom work, upside potential from rented ground. If a bad year hits, custom income helps cover losses. If a good year hits, rental acres maximize profit. Balance isn't boring, powerful. So, custom farming versus renting, which makes more? On paper, renting wins, but in real life, the best choice is the one that keeps you in the game long enough to win. Because in farming, it's not just about making money, it's about staying in the fight and building something